ask you about your first start. I guess how do you think you did in that moment?
Yeah, first start. I mean, is obviously something that you look forward to. Playing college basketball, starting at any level of basketball, D1, D3, D2, NAI, JUCO, whatever. But at the end of the day, we didn't win. We didn't get the win that we wanted to in the rivalry game. Myself, I mean, I made a lot of mistakes that I need to correct going into our future games, and I've just been going over film the last couple of days after the game, making sure that I learn from my experiences and I only get better from this point forward.
Tom Kakert.
Keegan, the other night, or the other day, I think Fran said something about you. Sometimes you're almost too hard on yourself. Do you have to learn? Does he talk to you about that? Do you have to kind of learn not to be as hard on yourself?
Yeah, I mean, he's really honest with me about what I need to work on, what I need to make our team succeed, and I just feel like I put pressure on myself that I feel like I need to put on myself just to be successful at this level. Sometimes that can be good or bad, but at the end of the day, he understands that he believes in me, that whatever I do on the court, we'll learn from it, move on, and just get better each and every day.
Chad Leistikow.
Hi, Keegan. Joe Wieskamp mentioned a moment ago he thought you guys had one of your better practices of the season yesterday. Would you agree with that? And what constitutes a good practice? What looked good there?
Yeah, just yesterday our energy was super high. We were really motivated. We were communicating on the court. We were getting on each other if we needed anything to correct. Just overall, the intensity of the practice was as high as it's ever been this whole season, preseason, this summer, and during the season. I just feel like yesterday was a really big step forward for us.
Scott Dochterman.
Yeah, Keegan, what are the conversations like after the game with your dad? I mean, is it all basketball? Is it a little bit of basketball? Does he try to correct you? Does he just be there to be a shoulder to lay your head on? I mean, what's kind of those conversations like?
No, he's my biggest motivator, but he's also my biggest critic, and that's good for myself and my improvement in this game. And I just feel like I can go to him for anything. He can talk to me about anything. If I have questions about anything, I'll reach out to him. He'll reach out to me. And he's just there to guide me through this process in my years moving forward.
Has it been a help, a burden, or neither, knowing that he's well thought of and he had a really good career here at Iowa?
I just feel like it's awesome. I don't know if that's the word to describe it. I just feel like him going through this, him having the success that he had here, has really helped me overall throughout this season, throughout the off season, throughout my improvement in general, just getting ready for college basketball at this level. And I just feel like he's just been probably the biggest shoulder that I've leaned on throughout this process.
Celia, go ahead.
You mentioned areas after the Illinois game that you're working on. How much of a chip on your shoulder do you have, especially knowing you've got several opportunities in the next couple of days to kind of correct those mistakes and work things out for yourself? Yeah, no,
our whole team has a chip on our shoulder. We've lost our last two games. We're highly motivated right now to succeed in this thing. Is 6 games in 16 days. We're highly motivated right now to win those games, start getting our rhythm going into March, and hopefully that continues.
David Eichhold.
Yeah, Keegan, now that you continue to see your role kind of increase with this team, what's been some of the best advice that, whether it be a teammate or a coach, has given you about, as your role continues on? Just what are some of the pieces of advice they've given you?
Yeah, I just think the biggest advice that the coaching staff has given me so far is if you mess up, put your head down, just hoop. And I just think that's something that I've taken to heart because I've made a lot of mistakes with the more minutes that have increased. And I just think that just if I make a mistake, just hoop and just play the game or play my game. And at the end of the day, good things will happen.